And it goes a little something like.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal and today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. Usually I focus on makeup and fashion content. However, I did receive a giant order in the mail from Bath & Body Works, so I thought I would share some of my favorite springtime candle scents with you. So I hope that you guys are interested in watching this. We'll see how it goes. If you are new here, hey, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our squad. Also, if you like this video or you just like me and want to help out my channel, go ahead and click that like button and let's get started. Alright, so the first candle that I want to talk about is called Sun Washed Citrus. I've been super into yellow lately, like the color, everything. So I just thought the aesthetic of this was really pretty. I love just the simpleness of it, but also the smell is to die for. I love it because it's not too concentrated on like one form of citrus. Like it's not just legit lemon or just orange or whatever. It's just a nice like overall mix, so you can't really distinguish, but you know it's citrus. But it's also not super overpowering, like to where it's gonna give you like a headache or anything like that. It just has something else in it. I'm not sure what it is, but it just kind of lightens it up and makes it just not so like strong in the nose, if that makes sense. It's a beautiful scent. It just, if you close your eyes and you smell it, it's one of those scents that totally just gives me summer vibes, and I think if you picked it up that you'd really like it. This one is actually packaged for Valentine's Day, but that's okay. This is the Bubbly Rosé, and I really love the smell of this candle. One, because it reminds me of my all-time favorite, which is Champagne Toast. But this one definitely holds its own. I think it has like a deeper berry smell to it than Champagne Toast has. I'm using that as a reference because I assume a lot of you maybe have smelled that one. That one's more like strawberries and champagne. And this one, if you've smelled the rosé, it does have almost like it does have an alcohol smell, like I'm not gonna lie. You can also almost smell like the carbonation from like the sparkling wine, and I really like that. I think that's really unique about this candle. Also, it's not just like a berry. It definitely is kind of like a deep, maybe like a mixed berry, like blackberry almost scent. I don't know. It's not light and fruity. It is like, it's deep and intense without being intense at the same time. I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't because nothing I say makes sense. But this one's just really nice if you like things that smell like wine, I guess. I'm not a huge, I don't drink whatsoever. I'm actually in recovery, but it still smells good. It smells really good, and I really like this candle. Next up, this is one of my all-time favorites. I guess I should tell you, it's called Fresh Cut Lilacs. This is one where you could literally close your eyes and you literally would think you were standing in someone's yard smelling their lilac bush, or like the wind blows as you're going on a walk and you smell it like from the house down the street. This one is so true to life in the way that it smells. It blew my mind. A lot of lilac scented things like that I've gotten through Scentsy or you know, like car air fresheners, things like that, like they're so overpowering that they actually give me quite the headache, and this doesn't do that at all. I just think, one, I love it. The color is beautiful too, but just that smell just takes me right back to like summers playing in the yard in my childhood, and you know, it's just a really light, beautiful scent, really romantic scent, and that's why it's one of my favorites. Next up, we have one that maybe wouldn't be considered a springtime scent. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, but this is the gift that keeps on giving all year long. I am a sucker for anything strawberry scented, but this isn't just overly like strawberry. You definitely can distinguish the smell of like baked goods and pastries with it. Has that rich kind of like buttery smell. I don't know. It's without being overpowering, because some of the like food, or I'd say like pastry scented things, like kind of make me want to barf when I'm smelling them, but this one doesn't. It smells kind of like my strawberry shortcake dolls when I was growing up. Do you remember how like they smelled? Yeah, like, so I think that's why I like this so much. Yeah, it's available all the time, and it's really good. And everybody on the website, like, the reviews are all stellar on that guy. Next up, we have sun-drenched linen. This is kind of a hard choice, like, narrowing it down, because there are so many different variations of linen candles at Bath & Body Works. I picked this one because it literally smells like April Fresh Downy, like, to a T, 100%, like, but I love that smell, and I think a lot of people do, right? Like, that's why they make Downy scented everything, but, yeah, this might as well have, like, a Downy label on it, because that's literally what it smells like. The packaging is really, really pretty on this. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, probably not, but it has almost, like, you guys know, like, the waterproof Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, how it looks like it's wet on the outside? Like, that's literally what the packaging looks like on the candle. So I thought that that was kind of cool. The throw on this is amazing, and I'm pretty sure I ordered the wallflowers to go with it because I like it so much. Oh, it says it has apple in it. I don't really get any distinct apple smell, but it smells good. So if you like anything that smells like laundry, you'll definitely like this one. These are all my favorites. That's why it's called Crystal's Favorite Springtime Candles. But this one is also near and dear to my heart. This is the Cucumber and Lily scent. Growing up, I had this plant that I still have to this day. It's the only one I haven't killed because I'm really bad with plants. But it was this big, just black plastic pot when my great-grandparents passed away and they sold the house. There were certain flowers that kind of meant a lot to my grandma, and so she moved them into these pots, and long story short, here I am 25 years later, and I still have it. And Lily of the Valley, if you haven't seen them, I'll try to insert a photo. They're the most beautiful little dainty flower, and they smell so amazing, and they're around for such a short time, but oh my gosh, every year I get so excited when it's gonna bloom. And this smells so close, like, so close. It does have, like, that distinct smell of the cucumber also, though, so it's not too floral. You also have that, like, clean, fresh scent, and the crispness of a cucumber. So it's just a really nice balance, and I don't know, I love it. It brings me back. It's one of my favorites. Last, but certainly not least, this, first I gotta say, I absolutely love the packaging. This is the Fiji White Sands. There are so many, like, sand, tiki, summer scents on there right now. So I had to really read the descriptions and the reviews and kind of, like, decide which one to get. This one is described as fresh cut sugarcane, white nectarine, sandalwood. So I love nectarines. I love to eat them. And I thought it would be better than being something that's super strong with coconut, because I know, like, a lot of summer and tropical beach scented things smell like suntan lotion or coconut, and I just wanted something that was slightly different. So I just touched my nose on the outside of the... It does smell really, really good. I don't get, like, an overwhelming, like, nectarine scent. I think it's pretty, like, mild in there, but I do get, like, that earthy kind of sandalwood smell. I don't know how they do it. They're like voodoo magic over at Bath & Body Works, because they know how to blend things just perfectly to, like, make them smell like the best they could ever smell. I don't know, like, I'm glad I ordered these online, because if I was in store, I would have been there for, like, 2 hours, like, smelling every single candle. That's what happens every time I go there in person. So yeah, anyways, I want to wrap this up. I hope that you guys stuck with me and you watched this video. I know it wasn't makeup or fashion related, but I still had fun doing it and sharing my favorite candles with you. If anyone is curious what is on my eyes, I have the Ethereal Bloom palette from Artist Couture on. It's a very hot pink look that I chose to do today. And then I did dab one of the white sparkly ColourPop Super Shocks just on the middle to give it a little, like, you know, a little pop, if you will. So that is the palette that I'm wearing. It's very, very beautiful. Would 10 out of 10 recommend this little baby. Yeah, that's gonna be everything for me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. I also want to know, because I love buying new candles, what is your favorite scented candle? If it's not Bath & Body Works, then tell me what it is and where it's from, so I can definitely give it a try. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope to be seeing you tomorrow with another video. I'm really gonna try to get it filmed and edited and up, so yeah. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!